Welcome, students, to this lesson over the researched argument essay brainstorming and topic selection. As always, feel free to pause and rewind this video at any time to take notes, rewatch, or get caught up. Some of the topics for this lesson. First of all, I'm just going to talk about helping you get ideas for this essay. I know that it's the very beginning of the year. You are going to feel unprepared to write this essay. Trust me, you are. If you've gone through English 1 and 2, you are ready to write this essay. And I'm going to help you just get some ideas down on paper, help you really just figure out how to get started on this assignment, how to get started even coming up with a topic to write about. We're also going to look at how to brainstorm those topics because you're not just going to want to write on the first thing that pops into your head. You want to carefully consider a number of different topics before you select one. And then finally, I'm going to have you do another assignment in your Learning Hub website there. On selecting that topic, taking a position, and submitting it to me so that I can review it and give you a thumbs up, thumbs down. So let's go ahead and start off helping you get some ideas. I bet a lot of you really stumped, especially being the first day you've seen me. You're probably feeling pretty overwhelmed naturally, and here I am assigning you a major essay on the first day of class or the beginnings of one. You probably need some help just getting ideas because the essay assignment is so wide open. Remember that an argumentative essay is your chance to engage in our public discourse, and by our I don't just mean our class, our community. I mean ours in the human race. The topic that you choose, the essay that you write ultimately, should be purposeful. Not just to fulfilling the requirement of this class, but it should be purposeful to humanity. When you start looking at it that way, it's more than just an assignment. It is a piece of writing. It's going to become part of our public discourse. It should also be meaningful to you. You definitely have to make this essay meaningful to you. As I mentioned in class, we're going to be working with this essay probably until March. You're going to have the same topic. Of course, you can tweak it along the way as you learn more about it and you learn more about what you believe, but you're essentially going to be stuck with this topic for several months. So it's really important that it's meaningful to you. The topics that you consider when you start thinking about the topics you should write on, your topics should be appropriately complex. Now, please don't misunderstand me. What I'm not saying that it has to be purely academic in your discussion. It doesn't have to be purely something that you would discuss in school. It can be some aspect of pop culture. It can be related to sports, but it should still be dealt with some complexity. Okay, so nothing that is just a very simple debate that has no real meaning to anyone. And it should also be appealing to you. That should go without saying. Since you are going to be stuck with this for several months, the topic you choose should be appealing to you. Otherwise, you will get sick of it very quickly. Here are some things to think about when you're trying to select a topic, trying to come up with something. Think about those big issues that keep you up at night. If you're not routinely kept awake at night, grappling with big questions, you should be. You really should be by this point in your life, and hopefully I will make it so that happens to you this year if you're not already. There should be some big problems, some big questions that just bug you. Think about those things. Think about things that you agree with or disagree with that may not be particularly popular. This is a really good way to get you energized to write this paper. Think about a viewpoint that you might have that a lot of other people do not share. And finally, think about what's in the news, what's going on with current events. That can be a great resource for coming up with things to argue, because we as a species are constantly coming up with new things to argue and new ways to argue old things. So take a look at the news, that sort of thing. Still stumped? I've got a really great resource for you. Try this website, idebate.org, idebate.org. I do want to warn you, this is not a website for young people. It's not a profane website or anything like that, but there's a lot of hot button issues and debates and arguments out there that are not necessarily appropriate for school. But that's okay. You're all adults. You can definitely handle this. I just wanted to warn you, just in case you'd never visited the site before, that there are some very mature subjects on there. So let's go ahead and take a look at idebate.org. Show you a little bit of what it looks like. And you can see, as always, every time I do these videos, you can see everything that I've been working on. Yes, I have been listening to a little Amon Amarth today. Let's see. Here we go. idebate.org. The wheel's still spinning, but I really don't care because I don't care about this front page. The front page it's I guess iDebate is sponsored by this this particular group, International Debate Education Association. I don't teach debate. I'm not really familiar with who they are, but what I'm really interested in is the what they call their database. Yeah, what they call their database, which is just a big listing of debated topics. That's all it is. So go ahead and click on database. And if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll start to see what I mean by a big list of topics. We've got topics dealing with politics, with culture, education, environment, free speech, all kinds of things. Some of these topics do overlap, so you'll see them in multiple places. But a lot of them are original. There's hundreds of topics on here that you can choose from. And even if you don't find something that you absolutely love, looking at these topics might inspire you or might help jog your memory of a topic you do want to pursue. So if you, just going back to that page, if you click on one of the topics here, I'll just click on politics because it's right there up front, you'll see a list of these debate topics. Okay, this website, again, I don't know if this is a debate thing. Those of you who are in debate can perhaps explain this to me. But this website phrases all of their discussion topics, all of their debate topics, in this sort of strange little sentence. This House would negotiate with terrorists. And so basically this is a debate over whether or not it is right to negotiate with terrorists. But they always phrase it with this House would subject verb pair. So I don't know. That could be a debate thing. This House would force think tanks to reveal all of their sources of funding. So this is a debate over whether or not think tanks should have to reveal their sources of funding. Another really cool thing about this website is it's not just it's not just topics to think about. There's actual debates on here. You can actually see some of the positions people have taken. So if I look at whether or not terrorists should be negotiated with, if I click on that, I get kind of a nice little introduction to the topic right here. And it's got some points that the compilers of the site have pulled from various resources. Look, it's even researched with citations and websites. And then what's really cool is it's got this nice little list of points for and points against. So here's a point for negotiating with terrorists. Of course, it saves lives. It could potentially save lives. So if I click on that, I even get a the point that this would be trying to make. Almost all terrorist groups kill people, blah 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 blah. And it even gives me a counterpoint. Here's how here's what someone who disagrees with that, who might counter that, would say. So it's a really cool website that can really give you a lot of ideas for this assignment. So that's just idebate.org. Feel free to play around with this to get some ideas on what you might select for your research argument essay. All right. So when you start kind of thinking of some of the topics that you might like to discuss, here's how I want you to do your brainstorming. I want you to consider 3 different possible topics. I don't want you to just choose one and go with it without considering some of the other options that you might have. I want you to consider 3 different possible topics, okay? And in the class website, I've created 3 separate assignments. I want you to write a paragraph of brainstorming over each possible topic that you think of. Make sure that your paragraph is in complete sentences. Don't worry about writing style. Make sure that your sentences flow together. But this isn't really a short answer response or an essay paragraph. This is just your ideas down on the screen so that you can kind of verbalize your brainstorming in text. And here's what that looks like out there on the class website. This is my instructor view here, but you have something very similar to this. You'll see possible topic 1, possible topic 2, possible topic 3. Go into each of those and submit a paragraph response. Just kind of mulling over a possible topic that you might choose. I've even given you right here above those 3 a sample response that I typed up. So if you're not really sure what I'm looking for in my paragraph, hey, I wrote one myself because I like to do the assignments I assign you guys. So use that as a reference for what it is I'm looking for. Finally, once you've brainstormed 3 different topics, it's time to select one topic and take a position on that. Select one of those 3 topics that you brainstormed. And I have another assignment out there on the class website that asks you to do a couple of things. First of all, give me that topic and make sure you phrase it a specific way. There's instructions on there. And then write me a guiding thesis statement for your research and planning. Now, a guiding thesis statement is not the thesis statement you're going to throw in your essay. What you write in your essay is going to be a version of this, but a guiding thesis statement basically is just a statement of your position that will guide your research and planning, etc. I don't need to know any of the whys or the how, or the why you believe in this or how you're going to back it up. I don't need to know any of that yet. I just need one complete sentence that asserts your position. And once again, you can find that on the class website right here under Final Topic. Just click on that and answer those 2 questions that are on there and submit so that I can then review your submissions, and next time I see you in class, or if I have a question right away, I can chat with you if your topic needs refining, again, either in class or I can shoot you an email. Otherwise, if you don't hear from me, I'll just announce to the whole class, if you don't hear from me about your topic, you're good to continue. Please pursue that topic. So that's it. It was a very short lesson, not really much of a lesson today, just on what you need to do to prepare for next class so that I can take a look at your topic, give you the thumbs up, thumbs down, and you can go ahead and begin planning. Thank you for watching. Feel free to watch this video again, and I'll see you in class.